Welcome to this Testersuite instructional video. In this video, we will explain how you, as a tester, can execute tests in Testersuite. In Testersuite, performing your tests is very straightforward. When you log in, the tests scheduled for you are available in your Test to Execute task. Click on your task and choose in which test cycle you want to test. If you only have tests ready in one test cycle, this step is automatically skipped. You'll then see the list of test runs with tests waiting for you. Select the test run in which you want to work, and you can start testing right away. In the Details tab, you'll find more information about the test run you are currently working on. For example, the environment where you need to test, or the end date of the test run by which the test must be completed. For now, let's go back to the Test Cases tab so we can start executing our test. If you only want to see your own test cases, you can toggle the Only My Test Cases option using the slider at the top right of the test run. The Execute Steps button, located next to the first test case, indicates that we are able to execute it. There are two ways to do this. If the button with the green check mark is available for the test case, you can use it to immediately confirm that the test case has been successfully tested and found to be completely okay. If the test case consists of multiple steps, you will not need to go through them one by one. When you click this button, the test case will immediately receive an OK status. Is the button with the green checkmark not available? Or would you prefer to test the test case in detail by going through each of the different test steps individually? Then you'll need to use the Execute Steps button. This works as follows. By clicking this button, you open the test case to see the different test steps that you need to perform during testing. For each step, you will see a description of what needs to be done and what the result of this action should be. There may also be data available with which we can test and attachments to work with. We'll go through the steps. By using these buttons, we'll indicate whether the result of this test step is okay or not okay. A test step can also be marked as skipped if it does not need to be executed. I'm performing the two steps of this test case, and I've found that the first one is okay. I record this by using the button with the green check mark for this step. Now that I've started executing this test case, the test case receives the started status. I perform the second step, which is also okay. Again, I'll be using the button with the green check mark to save this result. All steps of the first test case have been tested successfully. The test case has therefore been assigned the status OK. Because all steps of the first test case have been completed and everything has been tested successfully, the next test case can now be performed. The next test case is assigned to a group that I am a part of. This means I can also execute this test case. I test the first step, and it is OK. While testing the second step, I realize that the actual result does not match the expected result for this step. I mark the step as not OK by using the button with the red X. Testersuite asks me to create a new defect. You use a defect to document what went wrong during testing. In the defect, you clearly describe what went wrong and during which specific user action. You can attach relevant screenshots to the defect and also indicate its priority level. Screenshots can be added by pasting them directly from your clipboard. You can then edit the image if needed. You can also upload images and other types of files by manually clicking on the Browse link. Ensure the person handling your defect is as well informed as possible. Because this step is not okay, the test case status is also not okay. We have performed all steps in this test case and have finished testing it. We see that the last test case is also ours, but another tester, Karen, first needs to complete her test case. So, for now, we are done with this test run. Once you've completed your test in the current test run, you can use the buttons at the bottom right to navigate to the next or previous test run. Using the Tests to Execute button, you can always return to your list of tests. During testing, we created a defect when we found out that one of our test cases wasn't okay. The defects assignee has now indicated that we can retest the defect. This is made clear by the task on our home screen. As a tester, you'll also receive an email about this. Click on the task to open the defect. By clicking the traffic light icon in the top right, we can retest our specific step in the test run. I perform the step again and find out that it's still not quite working as it should. We open the defect using the link to the right of the step and set its status back to in progress. In the Comments tab, you can indicate what went wrong. The person assigned to the defect will automatically be notified. Later, we are presented with the defect again for retesting. Everything now seems to be working properly, so we set the step's status to OK. We are asked to confirm if the linked defect can be resolved. With this action, the step is set to OK and our defect is resolved. This process of executing test cases within test runs, recording the test results, and then retesting any potential defects can be repeated until all your test cases have been tested OK and all defects have been resolved. Now you know how to execute test cases within a test run and record any defects during this process. You've also seen how you can retest those defects to successfully complete your testing process. Would you like more information? Then please consult our help documentation. Good luck and enjoy testing in Testersuite.